But that's why I got so unsettled when that man was put.
He probably was a Muslim that don't believe in the Bible. That's why he probably got away from it. It wasn't the fact
but that's not what I'm saying. There were 3 men that ran that hotel. 2 that had what I call good eyes, and 1 that had a dead look in his eyes. He was working the night. There was nobody at that end of the hotel but me. Nobody. The one I called with the dead eyes put that man at the other end of the hotel that would have never been there, right beside my room. From the Holy Land, this man's that don't.
All the people bugged out. That's what I get out of it. And all of them got spirits on it.
Coincidence? I don't believe in coincidences.
Go back to.
I mean, does that make sense to you? Y'all are from the city. I'm not. I'm from the country. If it don't make sense, it don't make sense.
Verse 7. Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 7. Trust you not.
Jeremiah what?
Jeremiah chapter 4.
I appreciate this. I know y'all ready to go.
7. Yeah. 7 verse 7. What was that? Lions come off. No. I think it's 7.
It's 7 and 4.
Yeah, 7 and 4. Yeah. 7 and 4.
It says, this is Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 4. Trust ye not in lying words, saying, the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord are these.
All these churches on every corner, people think that's the temple of the Lord. They think they're going there to learn the word of the Lord. But the word of the Lord, the people that's teaching in there, they, like I said, they signed a 501c3 tax statute, which waived their First Amendment rights, and they just sold out. So when people say them churches is set up on every corner as if that's the temple of the Lord, and it ain't. See? You ain't going in there to get the truth. You're going there to embrace lies. Yeah, bro. Right.
7 and 48. It says, this is Acts chapter 7, verse 48. It says, howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
Yeah, he's not in them buildings. See? He's not even in them buildings. The Bible said that. We didn't say it. The Bible said it.
I don't go to church because where I'm from, you go to church and everybody's judging and looking at what they're wearing, what their hair is.
It's a fashion show.
It offends me. I don't.
It's a fashion show.
There's no joy for me hearing the word from a preacher. That's right. I don't like that.
All the people in there are hypocrites.
I can't do that. I don't go to church. I read
Fake.
my Bible and I watch the TV evangelist. I watch the TV evangelist.
They ain't got it.
Yeah.
They ain't got it.
I hear you. I see that.
What'd you say? You see that?
I see that.
They ain't got it. Read that again, bro.
This is Acts chapter 7, verse 48. It says, whosoever, yeah. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as said the prophet.
See? Most High not in the building. Give me 1 Corinthians 3:16. He's not in them building. So what you see taking place going on with America gonna be destroyed.
Yeah,
That's what's gonna happen to America.
quick.
It's gonna be destroyed.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, 1 Corinthians 3:16.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God? And
No, that's for the Israelites. This whole Bible, like I was saying, is for the Israelites. Now, you could be an Israelite. You standing here, you listen to what we're saying. We go by the Spirit, not how you look. You see?
They
But
all
you could
go
be.
by how it look when I go to church. All of them.
They're not spiritual.
They're all wrong.
They're not spiritual.
They get it all wrong.
But like I said, I asked your nationality.
That's what I know to be my nationality. Mostly Native American and then Creole from my grandmother from South Louisiana.
Nah, your nationality goes back to your father. But
My
your
father
father could be, he could be native.
Daddy was Blackfoot, Creole, African and French, and now I know German because there's no way my grandfather's daddy was on a hard, from back then, thick quality paper with a swastika under a quality photograph. It shook me when I saw it because it didn't make any sense. Because I've never heard German mentioned.
Like I was saying, the Native Americans, those are descendants of Israelites. The Irish, the black Irish are descendants of Israelites. The black Germans are descendants of Israelites. So if your father went back to any of them, one of them, then you could be a descendant of, then you could be an Israelite. So that's what it is. Like we look at the spirit. Because what it is our people, meaning these people on this side have been mingled among all these nations.
Right.
Okay? And that's what it is. And that seed of Israel is amongst all these nations. And we try the spirit by the spirit. What you got, bro?
Isaiah 66 verse 1. It says, "Thus said the Lord, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that he built unto me, and where is the place of my rest?"
Yeah, so that's the Most High dwell in the heavens. He don't dwell in the buildings. And the spirit of the Most High dwells in you. You are the building. Okay? We read that in. Get that in 1 Corinthians.
I'll read it again. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 16. "Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?"
See? And you ain't in no buildings. Okay?
I don't like it when I go in there. It strikes me wrong. It offends me. It does. And people say, "Well, you're not very Christian-like." I say, "Well, they're not Christians in there."
Yeah.
They're not. Not where I'm from, they're not. They're not.
Well, they don't, what it is, the real Christians are the Israelites. It all that goes back to the Israelites.
I don't even.
All that goes back to the Israelites. What these people have done, they have taken the Bible and used things that's in the Bible and placed it on themselves. That's what they have. That's what the mass of these people have done.
What do you mean place it? I'm not
So
following.
they call themselves Christians and stuff. All that go back to the Israelites. The only way you can be a Christian is you got to be an Israelite. That's the only way. You can't be no Christian, and the only way you can be a Christian is you got to be an Israelite. It ain't no other way. But people take that term and place it on themselves, meaning like so-called white people who are descendants of Esau, the so-called African who are descendants of Ham, the so-called so on. Let me get this. Let me get this.
Because I needed this.
These people, they go to Table of Nations, right?
Okay.
You got the so-called white people, Edomites. You got the Indians, Elam. If their line goes back to anyone, you got Ishmael, the Arab, the Chinese, Moab, Japanese, Ammon, Ethiopians, Cush. If their line go back to any one of these tribes right here, they cannot be Christian. Now, if they line go back to an Israelite, those are the ones that are truly Christians. Okay? These are 18 nations on the earth. And these are 18 nations that's in the Bible. Everybody has a nationality. Like we was reading about in Genesis, the 9th chapter, dealing with Sham, Ham, and Japheth, Noah's sons. Everybody comes out of Noah's sons. Okay? And the only way you can be a Christian is you got to be an Israelite. Now, you got Israelites scattered amongst all these people. Now, if your line go back to a so-called white person, your line go back to a East Indian, which is Elam, your line go back to Arab, which is Ishmael, there's no way that you can be a Christian. There's no way you can be a Christian. That's what I was saying.
I don't know any of those. All I know is the ones I told you.
That's why I'm telling you, those pastors, and we were talking about TDJ, sold out because they don't go into things like that. They out of there. You got the speckled bird, bro? Read what you got.
This is Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 9. My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird.
A speckled bird meaning you got different shades of brown. Okay? And our people have mingled amongst all these nations. And our people look like the nations that they've been mingled among. So you got Israelites scattered everywhere. We saw in the James 1st chapter, the 12 tribes that are scattered abroad. Okay? But that's why we try the spirit by the spirit. Because we don't know if you're an Israelite just by, looking at you. That's why we
you can't know
try
by
you by
looking
the
at
spirit.
somebody. You can't, I mean,
That's why we try you by the spirit. That's the way. That's the way we do it. We try you by the spirit.
What does that mean? I've never
Meaning
heard
if
that.
you receive this word, then it's a possibility that you can be an Israelite. Okay? Because the Bible bears witness that we are the children of Israel. Okay? What you got, bro?
The speckled bird. That's how they, you know what I'm saying, like you're saying, how they look different.
Yeah. They look different. They get different shades. And that's how Israel lives. You got Israelites looking dark brown, light brown, all different shades. And then you got Israelites being among all these nations. So we don't know who an Israelite is without testing the spirit. We got to test the spirit.
Right.
Now, this right here, this sign right here, according to prophecy, and according to Deuteronomy 28th chapter, and according to Genesis, the 49th chapter, it gives us an indication, according to prophecy, who the Israelites are. But this is a guideline right here. This is like a guide of who the Israelites are to start with. But when we out here teaching, we got to try the spirit by the spirit, because this Bible bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of Israel. Okay? Give me that in Romans 3 and I think that's Romans. Finish that speckled bird off.
It says Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 9. My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour.
Yeah, because the beasts of the field, read it again.
Read that part about the animals and the...
This is Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 9. Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird.
Going into different shades of brown. Okay, go ahead.
The birds round about are against her.
The birds round about are against her. All these nations are against the children of Israel, wherever they at, wherever they scattered at. Okay, go ahead.
Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field.
All the beasts of the field is considered these other nations. Okay? Because they don't have the statute, law, and commandments. Without them, with them not having the statute, law, and commandments, the Heavenly Father look at them as beasts of the earth. So they're just slang talk, symbolic talk. Go ahead.
It said, come to devour.
And they devour us as the people. That's why we went into slavery. Okay? As the people. If you look at the conditions of the so-called Negro, you look at the condition of the so-called Native American, you look at the condition of the so-called Latin Hispanic, they all in hellacious condition.
Yep.
And they being devoured by all these other nations. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 10. Many pastors have destroyed my vineyard.
Many pastors have destroyed my vineyard, because the pastors are set up to guide and take care of the vineyard, which the vineyard is the children of Israel. But they have caused the children of Israel to go astray and be devoured by all these other nations by not telling them who they are according to the Bible, not telling them the name of the Heavenly Father and His Son.
That teaching
telling them
a
they
little
Israelites.
piece because they
They've been paid off. They sold out.
They know what they did. They read the whole terms agreement. They know that
They
they are
know they sold out.
forbid to teach the real.
They know that, but they don't want you to know. Go ahead.
Well, nobody knows where I'm from. I ain't never heard this
No, I'm
before.
saying in general, they don't want the people to know.
Nobody that I've ever known has ever heard this. I'm telling
Go
you.
ahead, bro.
It says, they have trodden my portion underfoot. They have made my pleasant portion a desolate wilderness.
Alright, so what I want is, give me Romans 8:16.
This really pisses me off a little bit, a lot actually.
This is
A lot.
Romans.
So you finding out you've been lied to.
Yeah, a lot.
This is Romans chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit
The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit. Go ahead.
that we are the children of God.
See? Give me John 6:63. See? Let's see what John 6:63 talking about. And then we're gonna go
I
back to
cannot
Romans
believe this.
8:16.
I mean, this is, y'all have known this for a minute. This is, oh, wow.
Yeah.
You said John 3 and
John 6
what's the line?
and 63.
All right, this is John chapter 6, verse 63. It is the Spirit that quickeneth.
Start at, what's that? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
63?
Yeah.
Okay. It says, it is the Spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
You heard that? It's the words. They are spirit and they are life. Read that again.
This is John chapter 6, verse 63. It is the Spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing.
So what that's basically saying is the spirit that quickeneth. The spirit is what shows.
What does quickeneth mean?
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. What they're saying is the spirit that's quickening, meaning that the spirit is going to show you how to worship the Heavenly Father and Son in true sincerity. The flesh, you being carnal, you're not going to know how to worship the Heavenly Father and Son in true sincerity. Okay? It says the spirit is quickening, but the flesh profit nothing. Meaning, if you're carnal, it don't profit nothing. It's not going to show you how to worship the Heavenly Father and Son. Go ahead.
The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit.
See, they are spirit. Go ahead.
And they are life.
So the words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. And what are these words going to show you? How to worship the Heavenly Father and Son in true sincerity. See?
Yeah.
Go back to go back to Romans 8 and 16.
This is John chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God.
See? So when you go into these scriptures, you searching these scriptures, which is the spirit of the Heavenly Father and Son, you find out that Nicolaites, those in Native American, are the children of the Heavenly Father. We are the chosen. See? But they not going to tell you that. Because they want you to stay in the dark and be blind. And not know the Heavenly Father and Son, according to the scriptures. See that? So, get me Deuteronomy.
Wow, just wow.
28 and like.
Don't my little country drawl fool you. I'm smart, and this is
It might be sign of wonder.
You guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Read that, but read verse 15 first.
Okay. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. It says, but it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So that's what happened to the children of Israel. They disobeyed the Heavenly Father and His Son.
Right.
And all these curses that's written in this Bible came upon the children of Israel. And that's why we're in this condition that we in today.
Horrified.
You got to step back with that smoke. It's
Oh, I'm sorry,
strong.
sugar.
It's
I'm
strong.
sorry.
Yeah, it's strong.
I'm sorry,
Quick.
sugar. I had
You
it.
know, but that's what it is. All these curses have come upon the children of Israel, okay? Because we disobeyed the Heavenly Father and His Son. That's how we know we the chosen people, okay? Like I was reading in Romans 8:16, like a brother's reading, I mean. So read that again, bro.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Yeah. See that? All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So when you read these curses in Deuteronomy, those curses were basically set up to punish us and destroy us. When you read them curses in there. Okay? From Deuteronomy 28 to 15 on down. Okay? And it got us to the point to where we at the bottom. That's what them curses have done to us. Now read what you got in 28 and 40.
46.
Yeah, 46.
All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
So them curses is going to be upon us for a sign and a wonder. In other words, these curses is on us as a people, which we curse. The Negro Latino and Americans are cursed. These curses that's on us, they are ordained by the Heavenly Father and His Son, and no man can break them. It's ordained by the Heavenly Father and His Son, and no man can break them. And no matter what we can do, it doesn't matter what we do, we're not going to escape these curses. And no man can lift these curses off of us as a nation. We're going to be up under these curses until the Heavenly Father send His Son back and get us out of this condition. Nobody can get us away from these curses. Nobody.
Right.
Go ahead.
And upon thy seed forever.
Meaning a long time. Now we're
Right.
gonna look at that. We're gonna look up that word sign and wonder. It's like the finger of the Heavenly Father that's on us. That the only way we can get up out of these curses is, like I said, the Son have to come back and deliver us from it. We're gonna look up this word, the sign. And we're gonna look up wonder. It's a miracle. It's like a miracle from the Heavenly Father.
This is Strong's H.
Strong's H, meaning in the Hebrew.
In the Hebrew, the word.
Strong's H 226.
Oath. It says token, in sign, standard, miracle, proof.
See? Proof. When you look up that word sign, it goes into the word proof. So the curses that's in this Bible that was put on the Israelites, that's proof that who the Israelites are when you read this Bible. It's proof who the Israelites are according to the Bible. Go ahead. Go to the miracle. Wonder.
It's Strong's H 4159.
Strong's H 59. Faith.
Well, faith. It says wonder, sign, miracle, portent.
So what we gonna do is mention the word miracle, right? So what I want you to do is go to the etymology online and look up the word miracle. The true meaning of the word miracle. Okay? We finna find out. So when we look up the word sign, it said proof. And it also mentioned miracle in there too. Okay? So we're gonna look up the word miracle in the true meaning of the word miracle.
It's a miracle and it's a noun, and this is online etymology. Goes to the root words, to the root definition.
The
of
real
word.
meaning of the word miracle. Yeah.
It says a miracle. It says it's a noun from the mid-12th century, a wondrous work of God.
So that miracle is a wondrous work from God. So when you look up the word sign, it goes into proof. When you look up the word wonder, it goes into miracle. And it says what again?
It says a wondrous work of God.
So that's a wondrous work from God. So it's no way a man can get us from up under these curses. We're going to be stuck in it. Okay? And that is proof that we are the children of Israel when you read them curses. So what I want you to do is continue on in Deuteronomy 28 and verse 46 on down.
All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
For a proof, okay? And a wonder goes into miracle, and that's a what? A work from God, right? Go ahead.
And upon thy seed forever.
Meaning a long time. Go ahead.
It says verse 47, because thou servest not the Lord thy power, thy God.
Because we disobeyed. We went astray. We didn't keep the commandments. Go ahead.
With joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
Go ahead.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst.
That's slavery. So the Negro, Latino, and Native American went in slavery in America. Okay? All of us, all the tribes, all the 12 tribes went in slavery in America.